In today's video, we are going to be looking at the part 3 of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last video, we had this country expanding this country. Well, hold on. First of all, we need to look at all the countries that, broke away or, just went off somewhere else. So, we'll see that in the beginning of the last video, we had this country. Also, if you're watching this video and not watching last video, what are you doing? There'll probably be something. If you go to my playlist, you'll probably find it. I don't know. I haven't made the playlist yet while I'm recording this, but I will after, maybe. I might need a reminder, though. So remind me in the comments to make that if you're watching this. But in the last video, we saw that this country, the dark, or the brown country, broke away from the yellow country because of, they're far away from the capital and they wanted to, and they weren't really stable, so they broke away and stabilized themselves. Over here, we saw that from the green country, we had from the light green country, we had the dark green country go this way, make a landing around here, and, take over the entirety of the Greek peninsula, and then go up this way. And then after going up this way, they moved their capital from right here to up here. And yeah, that was the last thing that happened in that video. But after that before that happened, we saw that the purple team broke away from the pink team, or the dark purple team broke away from the light pink. I don't know. It's confusing because this looks pink, but does that look pink or does that look purple? That looks more purple than pink. What am I talking about? Magenta. So we'll see that the purple team broke away from the magenta team, I guess you could say, or lavender, and put their capital there. So yeah, that's what happened last video. We also saw that the yellow team and the red team expanded into the Arabian Desert. We also saw that the blue team expanded out this way from their border, like right here, and they now border that. Also, the yellow team got Cyprus and also moved a little bit more north. We'll also see that the light green team also got almost the entirety of Turkey. But the blue team kind of took that away from them. Also, the blue team now borders 3 countries, and the yellow team now borders 1, 2, 3, 4 countries. I'm going to keep calling them countries like I said in the last video. I'm going to keep calling them countries. Even though they're civilizations, they're not fully countries yet. I guess you could say they're countries now because they have capitals, They have a large land area. Yeah, they could be countries. But it doesn't matter. Let's get on with this video. That's what you're here for. You're not here for a recap. You're here for a video. So, yeah, let's do that. Like I said in the last video, this country is more into exploring than expanding. So they're going to explore. They've probably gotten down to here, maybe. Who knows? But they're exploring and not expanding as much. But they do start to expand a little bit along the coast. And, feed back into their country be the right word? I don't know. I need to look at good vocabulary words for this. I don't know how I would, though. But yeah, you'll see that they will expand a little bit. Even taking... Actually, I'm not even going to do that. It would just take too long. Yeah, they'll take that. And yeah. So they've expanded just a little bit, not too much. And yeah. Yeah. I like saying yeah. If you couldn't tell. Okay. Then we'll see this green team right here. They will move along right around here. That's too big of a brush size. They'll move along here, going more north, and yeah. Now they're near the Alps, and that's not really going to be too good, because I'm pretty sure the Alps go across all of this, and they can't really go across the Alps. That's pretty insane for a little civilization. But yeah, all things must come to an end, and their expansion has ended. which I don't know if that'd be a good thing or not. We'll see that the green team will start to expand away from the coast, get more land. But the next thing will be that the red team will, I'm going to keep calling it red, will move more west. I keep forgetting my, I know my left and rights, but I don't know my wests and easts. It's like, how? I also really don't like that. I'm going to make it more of a circle, or rounder. Not circle, but more round. There we go. Alright. Whoa, I did not mean to zoom out that far. And, you know, we're now getting to the point where boats are now just being made. They're more getting into rafts, not boats, not working boats. But, you know, they're figuring out how to do rafts. If you saw in the last video, we had Green try and, you know, make a raft over to go to Cyprus, but, you know, they failed and went along this way and got lost at sea and then died. So yeah, that wasn't very nice. I don't know how the wind works around this area, so I just made it look like it goes this way, you know, because why not? I know over here it goes this way, then down here I think it goes this way. I don't know. It's weird. But I feel like would all wind move east? I don't know. That's not something for me to figure out. Well, it probably is because, you know, I did that. But it doesn't matter. We're going to see that the blue team will expand more along the coast of the Caspian Sea. And, you know, they'll stop about there. And, whoa. They'll realize that this is a very good area. I really like that we are finding. They don't know that it's a sea yet. They just think that it's a lake until, well, actually, no, because, you know, technically it is called, I'm pretty sure they recognize it as a lake. I don't know. It's a ginormous lake. They'll see it as just a random body of water, and by the time they get down here, they're like, where does it end? Because they don't know what's down here. They left before they started expanding. They left before this team started expanding that way. But yeah, they'll stop there. But, you know, speaking of this team, they're going to start expanding along the coast. You know, more coast for them. And they'll meet up with the blue team. Like, oh, yo, what's up? I'm sorry. But, yeah. Then they'll expand more this way. And, yeah. Yeah. I need to stop saying and, yeah. Because, you know, I need to learn how to actually speak English and not just yeah. You know, that's a big problem. They'll eventually just make it all along here, you know, and do that. I just hated the way it looked. I'm sorry. With this, they're not in a very good position where their capital is, because, you know, they have this on the other side of the sea, or, yeah, the sea, but most of their land area is over here. So, it wouldn't really matter where they change it, because I feel like more economically, it's fine. By the way, I am recording this right after I do part 2. I said that in part 2. I said that I'm going to be recording this, probably going to record a part 3 after, because I'm on time. And I need to stop talking because I'm running out of time. I only have 8 minutes left. 9 minutes left. 3, 2. We'll see that down here, you know, they'll start going along the Indian coastline. Yeah, India's coastline, and they won't go too far because, you know, the reason why they broke away was, you know, why. I told you at the beginning of the video, and if you don't remember, then, you know, go back to the beginning of the video, or watch part 2. If you haven't watched part 2, what are you doing? It'll probably be at the end of this video. I'll put part 2 at the end of this video. Or I might put part 4 after. I'll put part 2 at the end of the video and then part 4 after. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Or, you know, you could click on the mapping videos that I'm going to put. Like, I'm going to make it, not mapping videos, I'm going to put it as a Wixo series. I'm going to stop talking, because I have a time limit. I got to remember that. We're going to see now, you know, these countries cannot get too big. And we're going to see that, you know, one country, they're a little big, but they're stable. They've been stable for a long time. But they're getting more unstable the more they expand. So they're going to stop for now. But there's some people that are like, we want to expand. Okay? Since they're stopping, people that are wanting to expand are not getting what they want. And it's mainly people over here where they want to expand Africa or into Africa. So they'll leave and, you know, they'll stay along the coast, get as far away as they want. And by this time, like maybe like 5,000, not 5,000, like 1,000 people left to go make their own colony. And at this point, there'll probably be like 750 because most of them would die. Yeah, really dark, I know. But yeah, they'll start their colony right up here in like the Tunisia, however you want to say it, area. And you know, yeah. They're not big enough to put a capital yet, so they'll just expand more. And they'll eventually decide, all right, we're big enough. Let's get ourselves a capital. So yeah, now I need to put a capital down, and it's going to be basically just Tunis. If you think about it, Tunis is in that general area. So yeah. There we go. All right. So yeah, now I'm pretty sure that is the smallest one we have because it's the newest. But yeah, we'll see that this isn't gonna work out if their capital's all the way down here. Yes, they can see that, but that's also Purple Team right there. Purple Team, once they find out boats, they're just gonna go across and take it, which is why they are moving it. That's why I made that. They're going to move it, since they have a lot of area over here, they're going to keep it in that general area, and they'll put it right there. That's near, like, Mecca or Medina. I think it's Medina area. Over here, the green team, they'll just, you know, they'll move up and stop right here. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're just going to stop their expansion, and yeah. So we'll see that these two countries will come together, and with this color right here, since it's like basically combining these two, since it's people from both, they will move not north, not just north in general, not northeast, but northwest. They will meet up at around here. They'll meet up around there. They will move northwest, and they actually get off track and they start moving like east. But then they'll just move randomly until they find sea. And, you know, they're like, it feels pretty nice up here. It's pretty northern. You know, it's pretty cold. I like it. So they'll set up their colony, or not colony, but, you know. Oh, hold on. But, you know, their country, civilization, stuff. Around here, they'll take the entirety of the Gulf of Finland. Well, kind of. They'll take this area right here of the Gulf of Finland. Unless that's just the Gulf of Finland and the rest is the Baltic Sea. I don't know. I'm not sure. But they'll take about that. And that's where they'll stop. And they will set up a capital. And their capital will be right here. Well, let me put it like here. Yeah, there we go. Their capital is right there. So now we have a lot more countries. I can fully zoom out. We have some in Asia, some in Africa, some in Europe. And it's crazy how many, it's only part 3 and there's so many civilizations. Soon I'll have to like make thumbnails that are like fully zoomed out and looking at the entirety of the world map. But right now it's just like this, or like this. Then I'll need maybe zoomed in a little bit more. Maybe go up. Yeah, right here. That'd be like perfect right there for the thing. But yeah, this is where I'm going to end the video. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We now have 10 civilizations. We'll see that this is the smallest one, and they won't be making really any expansion in this video because I'm running out of time. My clock only has like 40 seconds in it, so I gotta, like, do this fast. Well, not really. I don't have to be somewhere, I'm just timing myself so I don't record a video for like 18 minutes. But yeah, this is the end of the video, and if you did enjoy, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It'd mean the world to me. Yeah, I really like this series, so if you just see multiple of this series just go on and on and on and on and on, then, it's just because I really like it. Like, I'm recording this as soon as I just got done recording part 2, because it's so much fun. It's restarting. But yeah, looking at this, this can go very far. We'll eventually get boats and go over here to the Americas, Christopher Columbus style. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end the video, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and God bless.